Sup, Philadelphia, YouTube Nation, Eagles Truth here with you. NFC East champions, your 2013 Philadelphia Eagles. Um, Dallas fans, first off, before I get to anything else, I do want to say, great game. Your defense came to play. Um, your your defense seems to be able to kind of like not necessarily have our number, but just know how to defend us, whether it be Monte Kiffin or whoever it may be. So definitely great game by you guys. Um, you guys were definitely pumped up. Had me worried. I had like a minor heart attack. I mean, when we punted the ball to Dallas with 2 minutes left, all they needed is a field goal. I thought it was over. I was sitting there like, how in the hell do we let the sorry ass defense, contain our offense and letting Kyle Orton just look better than Romo? Like, I mean, I mean and then Brandon Boykin picked off Kyle Orton, and I would never went from such a low to such a high. It was. That's why I'm not like yelling a lot. I mean, I actually took a 2-hour nap before the game because I was so tired and everything. Set my phone alarm to wake me up for the game, and then so much emotion. Like, I'm so mentally drained and spent that I don't got enough to actually celebrate like I want to. Believe me, inside I'm thrilled. I'm pumped. So, but anyway, I do want to give credit to Dallas. You guys took us all the way down the wire to week 17 and in that game down the wire. I know Cowboys fans are going to sit there and say the bullshit like, well, we almost beat you with our backup. What if Romo would have played? Well, what if Romo would have played? What if Romo would have played? There's nothing you can say that, one, Kyle Orton played a pretty good game. He could have maybe played better than Romo would have. You don't know. I can't say he would have. I can't say he wouldn't have. I do know Romo holds on the ball longer than Orton does, so would have gave our pass rush a little bit more time to get there. But you really don't know. But that pick on the last drive does kind of remind you of Romo, don't it? I mean, Romo wasn't playing, but it had that Romo-esque type end to it, does it not? Maybe it's just Cowboys are just cursed that way. I don't know. What sucks for you, Dallas, and I told you this weeks ago, I said this is probably your last shot at winning this division for a while, unless the Eagles have major injuries and or something like that. Because you know what? We're only going to get better. This is Chip Kelly's first year. You don't think our weakness, literally, is our defense. Sometimes they come to play and surprises us. Sometimes they play like they did today. All right? But we're going to address that side of the ball. You'd have to believe. And offensively, they're just going to expand a little bit more. Players are going to get more comfortable in the system. Macklin will be coming back. And if he don't come back, if we don't keep him, we'll get another receiver. I'm hoping to God we get Jarius Byrd, whatever his name is, the safety from Buffalo. I hope to God we get him. Oh my God, our safety play is by far our weakest link. But that's all for off-season talk and everything. Right now we're still in it. We play the Saints on Saturday at 8 p.m. So I do like how it's a short week, okay? So, and the Saints are traveling, so and they're bad on the road anyway, and outdoors. So we do have a chance. I may be predicting the Eagles to lose against the Saints. I don't know. I have to start studying up on the Saints. I mean, we haven't played them yet. I haven't had to look at them. I need to see really how they look on the road and everything else. And look, to the people saying that, oh my God, we almost lost to Dallas. They're terrible defense and a backup quarterback. Look, it's a divisional game. It's win or go home at their stadium. You don't think they were pumped up behind their home fan base? I mean, this was an impressive win. The more I think about it, look, this was a clutch win. A win I'm not sure Andy Reid in the later stages of his career would have had, like in 2009 and 2010 and stuff like that. I don't think we would have won. I don't. So I'm liking this team's fight. We're in hostile territory. 95% Dallas Cowboys fans in the stadium. You know, they're pumped up, playing for Romo, win or go home, yada, yada, yada. You know, and we still pulled it out. I will say this now. I wasn't going to say this if we lost because it would make me look like a crybaby. But since we won, I will say this. The referees were fucking terrible that game. Dallas fans, you have no idea how close the game was thanks to the referees. I'm not saying your defense didn't play well. Believe me, I'm not taking anything away from your defense. You guys seem to know how to play us, okay? I told you it wouldn't be that same. I told you this wasn't the same team from last week or from week 7. Now you still did good against us, but not as good as you did the first game. Not nearly as good as you did the first game. Where Nick Foles under 50% completion, only 80 yards passing in 3 quarters. LaShawn McCoy, I think he had 50 yards rushing. You know, now in this game, McCoy has 130 yards rushing. You know, Nick Foles 2 touchdowns, 230 some yards. You know, 60-some% completion percentage. Much different game, Dallas. I told you it would be like that. But the referees, I can't tell you. Okay, there was one where DeMarco Murray lowered his crown of his helmet into an Eagles defender. That, by rule, is a penalty this year. Do I agree with that being a penalty? No, I don't. You know, Roger Goodell has literally taken all the physicality out of the NFL. But by rule, that's a penalty. Was not called. There was I forget who was guarding Deshaun Jackson, but he was tugging on the back of his, you could see it on the replay. Tug on the back of his jersey so he couldn't catch up to a ball. That should have been pass interference. There was a false start not called by Dallas. I saw it from here. And even the players, the referee was right here, the players were like, look. They didn't call it. There was one play where Jason Avant went up to catch the ball, and, defenseless receiver. He was up off his feet, and the Dallas player just, leaves his feet and launches right into him. Should have been a penalty. Do I agree with defenseless receivers and all that shit? No, I don't. But still, by rule, it should have been a penalty. There was constant holding calls on the Eagles defensive on the Eagles while they're trying to get after Orton. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. I'm sitting there like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? And then there was what was it? Oh yeah. So the personal fouls and all that, launching and lowering your helmet and all that stuff, that wasn't called. That wasn't called for the Eagles. But just grazing the kick returner or punt returner, whatever, was a 15-yard penalty or something like that. It was absolutely ridiculous. Dallas got screwed only on one call. One call went against them the entire night, and it was bullshit. Where the play clock went from 40 seconds to 25 seconds. That was bullshit. However, you scored on that drive anyway. Very shortly after that, actually. So that's pretty much moot. Yeah. So you can't really use that because you score on that drive anyway. So all I'm saying is, if you listen to the announcers, Chris Collinsworth and Al Michaels, when, the Eagles scored a touchdown, it's like, and he runs into the end zone. When Dez Bryant and the Cowboys scored a touchdown, it's like, and Dez Bryant, he's going to go all the way, touchdown, you just hear the biasness. It's absolutely absurd. But whatever. Point is, Eagles win, they're NFC East champions. Dallas, we're only going to get better. So you better get your shit together and fix your team up real quick. Could the Eagles be one and done in the playoffs? Yeah, we could. We're facing a good Saints team. Now, are they off on the road? Yeah. I think Drew Brees is I don't think Drew Brees has ever won outdoors in the playoffs. At least that's the stat that was told to me. So I'm relying on someone else for that to be true. So we can win. I honestly like our chances if we beat the Saints. If we can beat the Saints, I like our chances to actually go to the Super Bowl. I do. I do. Because then I feel... Then we'll go against the Panthers. I don't like their offense. I really don't. I think we can hang with their offense, and their defense is really good. Just like Seattle. Their offense, their defense, really good. We're not your typical offense that you can just manhandle, and sometimes we can use their aggressiveness against them. So I feel good with them matchups. I really do. The Saints scare me because they have the offensive firepower. That scares me. So, I could actually predict the Eagles to win against the Panthers. I could actually predict the Eagles to win against the Seahawks at Seattle. I might actually do that. But I might predict the Saints to beat the Eagles this week. But if we get past the Saints, oh man, am I pumped. Right now, I'm looking at it like, all right, well, we won the NFC East. That's a good first year for Chip Kelly. If we lose next week, if we lose this Saturday, I'm not going to be too pissed. It was a good first year. Make some defense improvements and everything, and another year, the offense together and everything, good things. If we beat the Saints, then my focus is like, holy shit, okay, let's do this. So that's kind of where I am in my mind. I think the Saints are our biggest challenge. People will be calling me stupid. Just the Saints scare me more than the Panthers or the Seahawks do. With the way our defense can sometimes play, that terrifies me. But it's at Lincoln Financial Field. Drew Brees is usually off. It's Saturday, which means they have one less day to prepare for us, and us too. But they also have to travel, which gives them another less day. And man, let's hope. Let's hope. So Dallas fans, I was wrong. I said it would be a blowout either way, but the result's still the same. Eagles, NFC East champions. I'm out. I'm going to bed.